Hey guys, this is Garrett. Just wanted to make a video here and talk a little bit about my health journey and my health story. Health is super important to me, nutrition, and people just living their very best lives, having the energy they want to have, having the brain power they want to have, and not having depression, anxiety, and worry, and all these different things that can be symptoms of food when we're not eating a proper and nutritional diet. And so I just want to make a video, share my story, because today is day one of starting the carnivore diet for me, and I am very excited about it. I think it's going to have a lot of success for me in some of the things that I'm trying to accomplish in my health. And so it just inspired me to make this video and kind of share my story. So for me, growing up, I always kind of believed that if I'm skinny, I'm healthy. Like that was just kind of the stipulation, I guess, in the Western society, that if you're skinny or you're not overweight, then you must be healthy, right? Well, comes to find out that's not the case, and I was pretty misled to believe that, because I was able to, drink soda every day, all day, eat junk food every day, all day, eat Burger King every day, all day, and sure enough, I didn't put on any weight, so I thought I was fine, and I thought I was healthy. And at probably a pretty young age, 12, 13, I started to have symptoms of ADHD, started to have symptoms where I just couldn't think clearly. There was already brain fog and different inflammation and things happening in my life. And so looking back at it, I think man, where could I have been had I been eating a nutritious and healthy diet? I've got my computer right here to kind of help guide me, because if you know me at all, if I don't have these notes right here, we're going to go way off track into something totally different. And so for me, I started working at Burger King when I was 16 years old. Kind of what I've said so far up until this point, just typical Western diet. My parents did their best to feed me what they thought was good, microwavable TV dinners, mac and cheese, the norm. I mean, that's what you saw on TV shows. That's what they were eating. That's just what the world put out there for us to eat. And, I was eating that. So like I was saying, at 16, I started a job at Burger King. And from that point going forward, I was having fast food probably 2 to 3 times a day. It was free for the most part, or 50% off. So that's free enough for a high school kid. And, that was kind of my thing, is, eating that, plus then going home and I deep fat fried chicken nuggets, and I'd always bring a big Mellow Yellow, so good. Always bring Mellow Yellow home, but so bad for you. I'd always bring Mellow Yellow home with me, stay up late, play video games, just living the high school life, not really knowing. And I started to get sinus issues, I think probably about the same age, 16. I started to get chronic sinus infections every year in the spring. Was having a lot of trouble with that, and actually at age, I think 18 it was, I got sinus surgery done to fix that. And I think the most frustrating thing about that is that what I guess I've noticed is that a lot of times people will diagnose the what, but not the why. And so we didn't really get to the root cause of what happened. I still have difficulties with my sinuses. Again, excited about carnivore. I think I'm going to see some great results here. But it's really impacted my life. I wanted to be a screamo metal vocalist. I love singing. I'm very passionate about those things. And I really had a tough time in pursuing those, because I constantly have this sinus drippage going on in my throat. And if you sing at all or scream at all, then you know how much of a devastating thing that could be, and that it can cause a lot of difficulties. And not to mention now having thyroid issues, and well, I'll get into that here as we go forward. But yeah, so working at Burger King, kind of just living through the high school life. I got put on, antibiotics before this sinus surgery for 27 days. And those antibiotics, I personally believe, is what kind of set me up for fail in my health journey. I think it caused way more damage to me than good for me. Destroying my gut biome, that's great. Destroying my gut biome and a lot of the healthy gut bacteria that I'm supposed to have in my stomach to help digest, help process, help take nutrients out of these foods, I lost because I was on 27 days of an IV getting fed blueberry muffins at the hospital and some of these other things that just aren't quite so nutritious for me. And so at age 19, that's kind of when I would say I got serious about my health, or more serious. At age 19, I gave my life to Jesus. I became a Christian. It's really important to me just because I started to find value in myself. I started to find value in my life. I believed I could make a difference in the world. I believe that there's a much, bigger picture, and that people's lives mattered. It was so much about me, myself, and I growing up. And I mean, that's pretty common, I think, for just teenagers in general. But that was a big wake-up call for me. And not only was I now excited about my new spiritual journey, but I knew I had some health issues and some things that I needed to get right so that I can live my best life. I'm married now to my beautiful wife, Shara. She's 26. I'll be 26 in 2 days. We still have a lot of life ahead of us, and I want to be able to live my best life for her and for myself and our little dog Mando, who's right below me, because he's daddy's boy. So, but I want to be around for our kids and our families and be healthy and be just completely wholesome in my health, so that I can play catch with the kids. I can go outside. I can, just do the day-to-day activities and have the energy for those things, because that's just not how it's been for me. And so I began pursuing health. Dr. Axe, if you've ever heard of him, has been a big influence in my life for nutrition and health. Jordan Rubin, there's a lot of these different YouTubers who I've really learned all of my nutritional information from, and it's been great. It's been tough though too. I would say, learning about nutrition, and again, part of my health journey is that I really went through what I would call almost like an eating disorder, where I was so wrapped up though in image at first and wanting to be fit and healthy, and it was kind of from this vain perspective of just wanting to have muscles and be impressive and whatever. But I started to realize I just want to have health and be prosperous in my health, and for that and the the vanity of it, that wasn't going to work for me. So I started to pursue more of a wholesome nutritious diet. And so I went to doing a keto diet, which was probably the most beneficial I had done prior to that, and where a lot of this struggle, what I would deem eating disorder, eating once a day at the end of the day, and I would binge out and be in so much pain, and then I would just I couldn't eat for another day, or I'd go 48 hours and not eat, and it was all in the name of trying to heal my stomach and my health and the things going on. But in all reality too, I didn't want to I had this fear of gaining weight. I had this fear of getting fat, and this just weird things were going on in my mind as far as food, and I had a horrible relationship with food, and I would quit sugar for 2 months, and then I'd binge out hard on it because I didn't have it for so long. I'd quit coffee for a few months, and then I'd binge out on caffeine. I could never fully get something happening where it was consistent enough for me to see results and for me to see the difference. And so, where I'm coming from now to you guys today, July 26th of 2021, I've been working hard at nutrition and health and dieting and discipline and all these things for the last 5 years. I'd really say since I got married, I've really pursued it even more aggressively to just be the best me I can be. But there's been plenty of time in there where I haven't cared much. I've tried all sorts of different things. I've tried doing the vegan diet. I've tried the keto diet. I've tried no sugar diet. I've tried no vegetable diet. I've tried all sorts of different diets where I've cut out certain things and just never had much success. But I'm excited over this year, and I don't need to keep talking about that and the nitty gritty of that, but I'm excited that this year, starting in 2021, I've was really going through a hard time with COVID and just life, and not thinking clearly. I wasn't in a good headspace. I was drinking a lot. I was using drugs. I was just kind of in a really rough spot. And coming into 2021, not only did I just kind of get back in my faith and get back excited about life and wanting to live better again, and kind of got myself out of that rut. And I give thanks to God for that. And so with food, though, I knew that was going to be something I needed to tackle. I knew that was something that was really causing a lot of these issues, and having something called leaky gut, where with my stomach lining, not to, again, get into too nitty-gritty of things, but my stomach, you have the stomach lining in the wall, and it's supposed to be really tight junctions all around your stomach, but with, seed oils and deep fried food and sugar and all this stuff, my stomach lining has gotten weakened so that food seeps into my bloodstream and my body attacks it. So some of the things that I have going on and issues that I've had in my health is autoimmune deficiency disease called Raynaud's disease. Wasn't diagnosed with it, I guess, from a medical doctor, but my mom was, and we have a lot of the same health conditions. Our hands get all like lizard-like in the wintertime. They turn like purple, speckled, and colored, and just poor circulation, super cold, and that was part of an autoimmune deficiency. My mom's diagnosed with thyroid, I think hypothyroidism is what she has, and I noticed like in the last couple years, my thyroid has been pretty inflamed. I probably should have been on, I guess, a medication in today's world, like my mom is. And she doesn't even know I'm making this video, so Mom, I'm not throwing you under the bus. But we just tend to seem to have the same health-like symptoms and reactions to these foods and different things. And so, those are two of the things I had. I had really bad depression and mood swing. Like, my wife coming into this year thought like maybe I had bipolar disorder. Like maybe there was something truly wrong with me. I was getting super bloated when I would eat, constipation, fatigue, like I said, the thyroid, the tired all the time, acid reflux, brain fog. I have different skin issues. I've got like some speckledness here, and I'm going to take some photos of this because I believe with carnivore, it's going to get fixed. And so there's some skin issues here, and my back's all like speckled and weird, and it's not a good look, it's not a good look, and I can't imagine it's healthy too. And your skin is going to be a direct proportion to what like you're putting in your gut. Like I heard like your gut is your second brain. The gut's so important in how we're taking care of it, because what you absorb and the nutrients you're pulling out of that is going to affect everything. If you're going to eat things that are going to inflame your body and cause tons of inflammation, like probably going to lead to arthritis, probably going to lead to cancer, probably going to lead to a lot of horrible things that we just don't need in our lives, that aren't producing us to live our best lives. And so those are just some of the different things that I've been facing: adrenal fatigue, thyroid issues, leaky gut. Another thing I didn't mention is candida, which is a fungal overgrowth. You can see it on my tongue. I guess I'll be weird. And wow, that was just a lot of spit. I apologize. Hold on. But you see like the white coating on my tongue, like that's candida. And again, excited about the carnivore diet, excited about giving this a shot. I've been doing keto pretty religiously, I would say, this entire year. At first I was doing it with the keto treats, keto snacks, different things like that. However, in the last couple months, things have been shifting for me because I know that I need to just keep kind of eliminating things to live my best life. So in May, I gave up alcohol. I haven't had a drink since. Excuse me. And in June, I gave up coffee, or right at the end of May, I gave up coffee, thinking that, okay, maybe my adrenals are super fatigued. If I keep putting caffeine in my system, I'm only going to be wiping it out even more, and it's even going to be less beneficial for me. And so I got rid of coffee, and then I started to go to a really clean keto diet, where I was only having vegetables, meat, and healthy fats, avocado oil, olive oil, coconut oil, and I was still having like symptoms. I was feeling pretty good, but I wasn't there yet. Every night I had bloating and constipation and just was in pain, and even when I'm eating super duper healthy. And so I am pretty pumped. Like I said, I just wanted to jump on and share my health journey, a little bit of my story. Hopefully I didn't get too long-winded on you or rabbit trail too hard, and hopefully it was some entertainment value. But a quote from a YouTuber that I always have listened to is that his name's Goody Beats, and my wife just came home, just no idea I'm recording a video. Got to wrap up this video. Was slightly interrupted by my wife getting home, and she had no idea that this was going on. A little red, a little embarrassed, recording a video, selfie mode on the kitchen table, but that's okay. And so, like I was saying, guys, I'm excited to get to start the carnivore diet here. Today's day 1. Already feeling really good. Not bloated after the first meal. No vegetables. Just animal products, and excited to see where this is going to take me. And most importantly, just share my health journey with friends and family and people I know and people I don't know. And hopefully that this can at least just impact one person and maybe get them thinking that they maybe have symptoms and things in their life that they're not happy with, and they want to be living a little bit better of a lifestyle. I just want you to know it is possible. It's never too late to become what you might have always been. And we'll leave it at that. So Garrett out. Have a blessed day.